Hello, E for Ears, and welcome at last to the Declaration Update Project Staff Survey. Very happy to be bringing it to you and very thankful to you all for taking the time to do it. It's your input, your feedback here that is going to shape the rest of the project and the final project. So really appreciate it, really excited to hear what everyone has to say. A few things to note. Number one, it's a long survey. I think it'll take the average person maybe half hour, 40 minutes. And if you have more to say and put some more time into it, it could take up to an hour, maybe even a little bit more. Not nearly all the questions are mandatory. There's a bunch of open-ended questions, a bunch of other types of questions, allowing you to come at it from different angles, which was what the feedback was coming out of DC at the all-team retreat. So you have the opportunity to do that if you want to put in the time. If you have less to say, it'll probably take you less time. Put the time into it that you want and need in order to get across to us your viewpoints on where we should go with this. A couple other things to note before you get started. One is that you can stop and start the survey periodically, so that if you have 10 minutes to work on it today and a few minutes later to work on it later in the day or tomorrow or the next day, that is fine. You can save off where you are and then come right back to it. So just know that. Second, do make sure and read these instructions that are right below the video here. They just help set the context for the survey, clear up some ambiguities, and I think will be helpful to you as you go through the survey. Third, I would suggest having a copy of the declaration on hand as you go through it so that you can look over different pieces of the text as we're asking questions about them, look at the fields on the back as we're asking questions about that. I think that'll be helpful to you, so bring one of those to your desk before you begin. Next, the very last question of the survey allows you to upload a marked up copy of the declaration yourself. So if you want to copy and paste the text from the website, put it into a Word document and do a sort of track changes thing that you upload, or any other method you want to use, you do have the opportunity to do that. So I wanted you to know that going into it, but also know that it's completely optional. There is no obligation or even suggestion that everybody should or needs to take the time to do that. But I know it's something that some of you are interested in doing, and so that opportunity is there. And of course, I will read all of them. Also, before I turn it over to you to get started, I thought people would like to know what the next steps are here. So obviously, you got a couple of weeks to complete the survey. Then it'll take at least a week or two for us to compile the results of the survey, read all the open-ended answers that are provided, identify key trends, and get them together. Then we will present those results to the full staff so that everybody knows what the key trends and takeaways are and how it's affected the rest of the process going forward. Simultaneous to that, we'll be forming the advisory group, which will include some of you, and that group will begin working on shaping the member survey, which will be, I anticipate, much different than the staff survey. But that will be up to the advisory group, and the process will proceed from there. So thank you very much again for listening, for taking the time to do this, and as always, if you have any questions about the survey or the process overall, just shoot me an email, stop by my office if you're here in New York, and ask your questions. With that, hope you're all doing well. See you all soon, and happy survey.